This is not a rant and this is not a complaint. It is a rallying cry to take back the art of shotgunning. Hey, this is George with the New Hunter's Guide. I just got a little break in the rain today and I had to make this video. You see, something has been stirring inside of me now for a little while. I don't know exactly when it happened. I wasn't there. I don't know the day or the hour or the year, but at some point, marketing hype began to choke and steal the life out of the art of shotgunning. Guys, you see, for generations, the art of shotgunning was passed down from fathers to sons, from uncles to nephews, from grandparents to granddaughters. It is something that every generation had access to knowledge, access to understanding, access to unbelievable experience. And it's that experience that has proved so valuable, and today we lack so much. And at some point, labels began to take the place of that experience. What was written on the back of boxes of ammunition, on decoys, on shotguns, on choke tubes, and all sorts of things, calls, and everything else that we cherish, that we carry into the woods, all good things in and of themselves, but the marketing began to take the place of wisdom and experience. All of a sudden, it wasn't about what people had done for 30 years and what they knew, what they had seen, what they were capable of doing. It wasn't about the skills that they developed. It's about what did the forums say? What did people on Facebook say? Yes, what did even people on YouTube say? And opinions and celebrities and companies pushing messages and ideas with big dollars began to take over and take the place of real knowledge. All of a sudden, you had people that they had spent hours researching on a company's website in order to get to the truth about what really worked, and they began to spill their knowledge all across the internet. Oftentimes, people that didn't even hunt or rarely hunted. Armchair quarterbacks willing to go to the death to fight for their opinions or what they had read on the boxes of several kinds of ammunition, and the 3 ducks that they blew out of the sky that were so dead that they hit the ground and were already cooked before you picked them up. All these kind of things began to steal the life out of shotgunning. Guys, I hear people say things like, man, I'm gonna have the best duck season ever. I just got a new Benelli and I just got a whole case of Avian X decoys. And my response to that is, hey, that's exciting. That's an awesome shotgun. Those are amazing decoys. But how have you patterned that shotgun? What's your pattern density look like in 30 and 40 yards? And the answer that I get is, huh? What? I say, oh, okay, well, you know, how many rounds of sporting clays have you shot in the off season? They go, what? What's sporting clays? And I just shake my head and I go, oh my goodness, people are trying to buy success in the woods. And that's what the marketing hype has done, guys. It has taken a generation or two of hunters and taught us that if we just keep spending, we'll start winning. And that is absolutely the polar opposite of the truth. I would rather have in the duck blind with me any day a guy with a single shot shotgun who has practiced, who's done 5 rounds of sporting clays in the off season, than somebody with the newest $3,000 gun on the market. Because the guy that practices, the guy with skills, is gonna make more use out of lesser gear than the armchair hunter with the best stuff that's out there. But we've just been taught if we buy enough choke tubes, we will get the right patterns. We will just crush these ducks. If we get enough decoys or the right decoys or this kind of decoy, and if we mix in just a couple black ducks into our spread of mallards and on and on and on, and if we'll get this call or that call, or if we'll spend enough on this, then we will get results, then we will have success. And guys, it has caused us to lose sight of what the truth is. And when I first got into waterfowl hunting, I remember standing in the aisle of the sporting goods store, just scratching my head, trying to figure out, what does all this mean? all these different kind of ammos, all these different kind of calls, all this gear, reading everything about it, how everything was the best, everything was the answer, everything was what you need to do it, trying to sort through that and figure out what really matters. That's part of the reason I started this channel. That's exactly the reason why I bought a block of ballistics gel, the camera that I'm shooting this video on, a bunches of different boxes of ammo, went down to the shooting range and started to see, okay, what really makes a difference? What really matters? Let's get some actual data. Let's find out, other than just what people are saying online and on the backs of ammo boxes, what really works. And just trying to pull back and get back some of the knowledge that goes along with the art of shotgunning. And that really has become what I'm here to do. This YouTube channel didn't start out as a shotgunning channel, but over the course of the last couple years, it really has landed there. For whatever reason, I have had this passion to seek out all things shotgun. Shells and choke tubes and urban legends and myths, and try to get to the bottom of what's true, what works, and what matters. And people are out there doing all kinds of crazy things, like not hitting the like button on this video, but you can put an end to that. You can hit the thumbs up button and help this video reach more people, and subscribe to this channel if you like content like this. But the gimmicks are unbelievable, the crazy things that people are buying and trying. Now, it's not all bad. Gear is good. Gear can be helpful. There's a lot of different kinds of gear, different kinds of ammo, different things you can take into the woods that will make a difference. But nothing is gonna make the difference. Only you, only what goes on in here, only the skill that these hands and these eyes and these ears and this brain can develop can make the difference. It's time for you and me to do something about it. We've got to take back the art of shotgunning. We can and we need to. And we need to learn and develop and grow not just knowledge, but experience, and pass that on. Some of you are watching this video, you've got 30 and 40 years of experience. You need to pass that on to other people. Some of you are watching, you have done some amazing testing. You've kept logbooks and journals. You need to pass that information along. Guys on YouTube like me can only do this much. The biggest piece of it comes from what each and every one of us does to pass on what we've learned and developed and know to be true season in and season out. And I was pondering across some of these things recently, and I became aware, I saw the first couple videos of something that absolutely blew my mind. Guys, if you are not familiar with Joel Strickland and his YouTube channel, Surviving Duck Season, you are missing one of the greatest resources in the sport of waterfowling, and most specifically, his new series that he's doing on the art of shotgunning. Joel does not know that I'm making this video. This is not a commercial, but his content struck such a chord with me on what he's doing, some of the best produced content in the industry, unsponsored, unbiased, that he is tackling things that I wish I had the time, camera power, and resources to tackle. And not just sort of surface level intro to beginner stuff. This guy went out and waited to do this series until they invented a brand new high-speed digital camera able to show things in super slow motion that the world has never seen before. He got sick of people talking about shot strings, people that have never seen one in the real world, and said, that's it, we need to put some things to bed, we need to get some real data, we need to video some things that no human being has ever seen in HD and this level of detail. And he began to put out a series on the art of shotgunning that has again and again, over and over, blown my mind. Guys, I think his YouTube channel, Surviving Duck Season, might be the single best waterfowl channel on YouTube. Now, there are some good channels out there. There are a bunch of guys doing some really good work, but in terms of learning the truth about behind these things, he's got 30 years of duck hunting experience, a full-time duck hunting guide, and he has been going out of his way way to do exactly the kind of stuff that I've been doing on this channel, just in a little bit different direction, a little bit different sphere of what he's doing, tackling a lot of things that are a little bit bigger and just doing an amazing job at it. Guys, you need to check out his videos. I'm gonna put right here, video 1, 2, and 3 in the series. Start with these and watch every single one. It could be the single most important thing you do preparing for this duck season or any game season that you use a shotgun to hunt. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and go get them in the woods.